Video, I'm going to tell you the story and astrologer's day. Astrologer, who is astrologer? Astrologers are fortune tellers. They are always guiding the society, what to do and what not to do. Astrologers play an important role in the life of the modern man because this story was written and published way back in 1947, the day on which our country got freedom, understood, from British rule. It was on 15th August 1947 our country got freedom from British rule. But my question is, the story which was written in 1947 and published in 1947 is still of great importance. Everybody all over the world will love this story because this profession, the job of an astrologer, is the finest job. In the olden days, means in the past, in ancient times, these astrologers were called fortune tellers. They used to tell fortune of people, understood? So their relevance in society is something that can be felt, not described. Sometimes, those who are around us, be they astrologers or, very holy persons, they are of great importance. We love them, we respect them, they are held in high esteem. The society bows down to them. Why? It is because these people guide the people. They will tell you about the next course of action. Even if you look at different wars that were fought, like the Battle of Kalinga, Ashoka participated in the Battle of Kalinga. And in that battle, before the kings fight, go to the battlefield, they used to get guided by the astrologers. You have to go this direction, that direction. If you are doing this, if you perform these pujas, you will be successful. And if you violate a particular, a prediction, advice, understood, and if you do not do exactly what you are told by your astrologer or the person who guided you, understood, before you did something holy or noble or holy thing, understood, so you may face the consequence. So in this story, what you have learned is, sometimes, it is the circumstances of life. Sometimes, as we are alive in this world, you may or may not know what will happen tomorrow. Like I'm telling you, did you know that it might rain in the morning today? But it rained. Who can tell what is going to happen? Because you are, after all, not a scientist. Understood? An ordinary person. Sometimes, the cloud gathers in the sky and it begins to rain. Sometimes, the sun peeps from behind the clouds. They enter the earth, they reach the earth through the cracks in the clouds. That's how we pass our days seeing the beauty of nature. We enjoy the beauty of nature. This is life. So the ordinary means ordinary people of the world. An astrologer is a great person. And the person in the story, an astrologer that we are going to read about, is an ordinary person. The reason why he became an astrologer was he committed murder. He killed somebody. Why? He was a boy. He used to live in his village. He used to live with his farmer fathers. Even in ancestors, his forefathers were farmers. He belonged to a farming class. But you know what happened in the rural areas in those days in India under British rule? People, the light of education didn't reach every home. The things that the youth indulged into were either gambling or drinking alcohol, and this is how they used to pass their days. And besides that, marriage. They used to marry early, they used to gamble, drink alcohol. This is how, especially the middle, I must not say middle class, the lower middle class. Understood? And those people who used to live below the poverty line, these people, this is how they used to lead their life. Understood? And then what happened? That boy gambled drank alcohol, and got angry with one of his friends. And what he did, he stabbed him and dropped his body into a well and left his village for fear of being arrested. British police, very dangerous. They used to make the tiger and the cow drink from the same pond, drink water from the same pond. This is the British rule, and the British law was very strong. So for fear of life, he ran here and there, and then he went to a town. He started running a business. What is this? The business was called that of a fortune teller, an astrologer, the work of an astrologer. He started running the business of astrologer. What was it? He used to, use some equipment, and equipment consists of, a chart, mystic charts, and some, some apple mirror leaf, and then there are some other things. What are these? We called, what are the other very important things? The equipment consists of only mystic chart, palmyra leaf. Huh? There are some other things also. What are those things? What? Some shells. These shells actually, helped him to run his business well. As the days rolled by, he was very happy. In the town, he found a girl, and whom he married. Now he is leading happy life. But still, there is something that eats him out day and night. What is that? The sense of loneliness, the sense of guilt. What is it? The guilt, or the sense, his hand is red with the blood of murder. Understood? And the stain of blood on his hand doesn't disappear, and this makes him sad. He doesn't feel happy at all. He is always sad. This is what always makes him sad. But everything was going on well, going fine. He was leading a very happy life. But you know what happened? After a few days, understood, he used to earn some money, his family was running well, and he was spending his life, understood, conjugal life with his wife happily. But one day what happened? And I would like you to get a description of the new, astrologer. And he actually put on attire, means dress of astrologer. What he did was he put on a turban, and the turban was saffron in color. And saffron color stands for sacrifice. It means what he wants the people to understand is that this man is a holy person, because this color mingles you with something pure, perfect, and for something forgiving, understood, and of something holy, understood. The color associates him with a holy human being, understood. And besides that, his forehead was covered with not only ashes, vermilion, understood. And this is how there was he used to use a little vermilion in the middle of his forehead, after covering the entire forehead with ashes. This gave him a holy look. People got attracted to him. And there were some other vendors who used to sell a lot of sweet dishes, gammon sellers, and they used to, hawk the whole day. They used to call the people, and that's how and that street used to stream with a stream of people. The whole day, a lot of people congregated or gathered there, understood. And his business was doing well. In presence of the shops, in presence of the stall, in front of his business, understood, in front of the place where he used to run his business. And he used to sit under a tamarind tree, understood. He didn't have a shop of his own, and the light from those shops used to light up the place where he used to sit. This is how he ran his business. Now he's very happy. But what happened? One evening, a man was passing by his shop. Suddenly, as he's a businessman, as he has learned the trade very well, his own trade. So he decided to, uh, earn something from a man passing his shop. He stopped him. He said, "Wait, gentleman, maybe you can. You are a very lucky man. I can tell you about your fortune and all, and you can benefit. Understood? From my prediction about your fortune." And then that fellow stopped and told him, "How much do you charge?" He said, "Oh, I charge, for a minute, you need to pay 3 paise." Understood? Then he said, "Okay, fine. I'll give you double, but with interest. If your prediction is wrong, you are going to pay for what you haven't been able to do. So, my dear, no problem. You get ready. Tell me about my past, and if your prediction is wrong, you don't look. Besides, as you don't look like an astrologer, it seems as if you are a fake astrologer. So, I cannot run the risk of giving you money, but I'm giving you an ana. An ana, it comes to 6 paise. As soon as he got an ana from him, he felt encouraged. Then what he did, he started enchanting mantras. And it was evening, all the shops were closing down, they were going, and now as it is evening, so he thought that before the evening set in, understood, darkness covers the entire area, engulfs, I think I should make some money, understood. So what he did, this is what he told: a minute, 3 paise, so you think what you do. So that fellow got ready and he gave him an ana means 6 paise, before he started reading his palm. Then what he did, that fellow, suddenly, the astrologer, suddenly, to deceive people, they have to sometimes, enchant mantras. He started enchanting mantras. As soon as he opened his eyes, understood, in the light of a match, his face was visible to his eyes. Then he was surprised. "Oh my God, the man standing in front of me is the one whom I murdered and dropped into a well." So he was surprised and he felt like, "No, no, no, I won't see today. You better come tomorrow. I will tell you about your luck." Then that fellow said, "You cannot go. It is you who stopped me from going. It is you who told me that you tell me about my luck and fortune. So I can't let you go. You have to tell me." Then he decided, "Okay, fine, I'll do that." He was bound. He was left with no alternative except to tell him what happened to him in his life, about his luck, about everything. Then that thing, first of all, he called him by his name. What is his name? Guru Nayak. As soon as he heard the name, he felt convinced. "Oh my God, how can this man tell me my name?" So he was convinced. He told him, "Oh my God, then tell me what happened to my life." Somebody, in your village stabbed you and dropped you into a well. Then Guru Nayak himself told him, "Oh my God, it was an old man who saved my life." This is actually what happens. Generally, astrologers actually want you to tell him about your problems, and then they put an end to they find solution to your problems after hearing you. This is how he mastered the art of running his business. Understood? So, my dear, as soon as he was told everything about his life, Guru Nayak was convinced. He gave him whatever money he was left with, but he wanted at least 1 rupee. But now, as it was evening, so he was in a hurry to go home. He took all the money, it means 8.5 anna, I think, and then he went back to his house. The moment he reached his home, he gave his money to his wife, and his wife was on cloud 9. His wife said, "My God, you have earned a lot today. I am the happiest woman on earth. I will buy this for my children, that for you." And this is how the story was coming to an end. Before the story came to an end, that man wanted to pour out his feelings. He wanted to say, "Today I want to share certain things with you. I want to feel light. I was carrying the burden of crying on my head. Understood? All these years. Now I am light. I am free from the constant pain. Understood? Of sin that I committed." What was it? He told his wife that it was I who murdered a man. I used to gamble, I used to drink alcohol, I fought with one of my villagers, and then I stabbed him, I dropped him into a well, and this is how he was free from the pain that he used to experience day and night. This is how the story came to an end, and I hope you must have liked my story. If you have enjoyed my story, don't forget to give me a like. Bye.